what you need is a wash-up tray to perform a wash-up function. Okay? The wash-up tray is going to go right underneath the ink rollers. You're going to see that there's two hooks on the wash-up tray. These two hooks create a pivot point on this wash-up tray. Right? As I move the back end down, my front edge, which has a rubber scraper blade, is going to move up. What we're going to do is we're going to use that rubber scraper blade to scrape all the ink off of the ink rollers. So on the back end here, you're going to see this little shaft right back here with two notches in that shaft. Those two notches are going to get hooked onto these hooks on the wash-up tray. Okay, once those two hooks are on that shaft, I'm going to take this little device here, which is going to activate the wash-up tray. You're going to see that this device has a little notch cut into it. And that notch will fit into the back end of the wash-up tray. That's connected to a screw, and that screw is going to allow this back end to get pushed down, which is going to make my rubber scraper blade push up against the ink rollers. And tighten that up until it's nice and snug. And close the safety cover. Before we begin to do anything, we have to take off and take the wash-up system apart. Take the bottle off and set that on the table behind you. We're going to take the compact shield off. And then we need a rag that we're going to use to suck up the water in the compact system. So in the back there, you mind grabbing a rag? Take a rag and just kind of wind it up a bit, and that's going to absorb the water in the compact system.
You can't let it on me. That doesn't leak.
Okay, we get that water out of there. What we'll need to do is we're going to take an old plate. You got your old plate, Marie? Remember Marie punched the plate wrong yesterday? We're going to utilize that for the wash up. So we do have to wash up with the plate on the press. We'll loosen up this plate clamp on the tail and then mount that in an old plate. While I'm doing this, I'm going to have to get a bottle of press wash. I don't have to make sure the plate's square at all. Just make sure the plate stays on the cylinder. Once your plate's hooked up, we're going to take some press wash. And you're going to take a very small amount and put it into the compact system. That press wash will dissolve the ink that's in the compact system. And then we're going to take a little bit of ink and put it into the ink system. And then we'll turn the press on. We're going to turn the press on and put our press in the second position. By putting it in the second position, it's going to take our compact system and our ink system and combine them together through the use of the plate cylinder. Right now, both those systems are now making contact with each other. I speed this process up by turning the press speed up a little bit. What we're looking for is on that wash-up tray, you need to take a look at it and make sure all that spent ink is dropping down into that tray. What we'll end up doing is just keep repeating the process of putting small amounts of press wash on those ink rollers. On the ink system, that ink is starting to come off. All the ink will be underneath in that wash-up tray. The only system that you'll need to clean up is the fountain and the fountain roller. That's what you're going to have to do manually. As the press wash dries off of the ink rollers, you just add a little bit more.